know the apocalypse just started, but it's probably not a good idea to be putting your hand towards the mouth of who you thought was a recently dead relative, because then that happens.
No, that does not happen. The real sin is that how her hand was near his mouth and yet her own face got bit. Plus, there's nothing wrong with caressing her husband's face after thinking he was previously dead. Nobody in this universe knows about zombies and the outbreak has not happened yet.
Mama, get the kids. Meet at the hospital.
Wait a minute, so you're all going to the same hospital, yet you want to travel separately? Is this a splitting from the group plot cliche I'm witnessing?
No, it's the fact that David and Mama's vehicle is a sedan and likely can't fit all the family members in it. That is why the other family members are going to a separate vehicle to meet up in the same place. Use your eyes, GCN.
People driving like morons during the apocalypse trope.
Ever heard of panicked drivers? I'm pretty sure an apocalypse calls for panic.
Mariana and Gabe have aged considerably, while Kate and Javier look exactly like they did at the beginning of the game. You're not fooling me with that beard.
You didn't say shit about Krista's character model when a year and a half had passed, but besides that point, the fact that people in their mid-20s show significantly less growth than children do. Children have growth spurts, not 25-year-olds.
We deserve a little break from the van.
Yes!
Kids, go wild.
Hell yeah, kids, go wild. It's not like the noise is going to attract walkers or any other undesirables.
He was referring to them eating the food, as you can see from them running towards the food. The real sin that Javi doesn't ask any of the kids to ration any of the food so they don't waste it all in one go.
Whoa, wait, did you do that? With the tree?
I was trying to stop the truck.
Cool plan, Clem. I'm just curious as to how you knew there was going to be a truck driving down this exact road at this precise point in time without drawing attention to yourself while you plotted this ambush.
Yeah, while we're on that topic, how about we talk about what you even used to cut down that tree? I'm pretty sure that would be important.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
I don't know. Maybe.
Garcia. Javier Garcia. For what it's worth, I think you got screwed on the gambling thing. A lifetime ban.
The game decides only now to give Javier any sort of backstory. I guess it must have forgotten to give you a reason to care about him in the first place.
The game is dropping subtle hints towards Javier's backstory through natural conversation, instead of outright expositing it. There wouldn't be a need to bring this shit up towards people he already knows, and people he's probably already had this conversation with. Do not send the game for doing something well.
Clem is doing the same thing that Jane did to get Kenny angry near the end of Season 2.
There's a lot of things that everybody does similarly to things in Season 1 or Season 2, but that doesn't count for a sin. It's all about context, man.
Probably not a good idea to be shooting a gun while holding a baby. That's how they get tinnitus.
Better to have tinnitus than to be dead. I'm pretty sure she's defending herself from either walkers or bandits. As I said, context.
And your brother, where are they?
We got pulled apart when that huge bunch of muertos showed up. Kate yelled that they were gonna try to make it back to the van.
Interesting, because I could have sworn you all were hiding underneath a trailer once those assholes took me hostage.
You were taken hostage before the walkers even showed up. At that time, the bandits probably left because the walkers were showing up, and then your family came out of their hiding place to try to get to the van, and at that point they got split up due to the mass number of the horde. The real sin is, why the hell did they leave their hiding place if walkers showed up?
Cassette player?
That's Mariana's cassette player that was displayed in the beginning of the game when they were in the car. The real sin is, when did he have time to pick that up?
Your boy stomped off towards the front gate.
Why would you leave a teenager who is clearly distraught out in the open in front of the gate? What if he decided to run off? Plus, how did he get out there in the first place if you were guarding the gate?
He probably let him out the gate.
We might have to leave. Make sure Kate's ready.
But Kate still has internal bleeding. And why would you count on Gabe when he's just admitted how much of a fuck-up he is?
Because better Javi deal with the kill-hungry bandits than Gabe. And because as of this point, Kate and Gabe are the only people a part of Javi's personal group, as in they're the only people who would be leaving together. And Gabe's the only other person he can depend on to retrieve Kate.
How and when did they capture Francine? And how do they know that she was a member of the Prescott community?
The question is, why did they capture Francine, since how could they have known she was from the Prescott community?
We got a bunch of cars clogging the underpass. Too many to drive through.
There's only the one car.
There are two.
Well, is he one of them?
Hey man, what do you mean by them? Who's them?
I see that even in the apocalypse, people are still fond of the pronoun game.
Tripp is talking to Javi here in this instance, and Javi already knows what Tripp is referring to. That's what pronouns are for. Hello, GCN. It's us again. Yeah, you really need to get on that sin redaction for that video. I mean, we keep on calling you, but you're really not paying your dues. Anyway, yeah, just get on that.